So today I am going to be teaching you guys how to create a bridal makeup look. I think this is the perfect look for a wedding. This particular look is a makeup look that I would personally do the day I get married. I'm not married yet, but this particular look that I have today is kind of what I see myself wearing the day that I get married, because it is very romantic, it is very soft. I still see myself in it because it's not really overwhelming, and it's just beautiful. I made sure to use colors that not only will complement every single skin color and eye color, but also that will complement either a white or ivory dress. And every bride decides to wear white on their wedding day. A lot of brides like the color ivory or more beige. This particular makeup look will look really pretty with any dress that you decide to wear for your big day. I feel like weddings can sometimes be really expensive if you start adding other little details, and this particular makeup look is so simple, yet you still look very glamorous and very put together for your wedding, and you did it yourself at home. So if you don't want to wear this particular look to a wedding, that is perfectly fine. This look is definitely wearable for nighttime, either for date night or just an event that you have at nighttime to go, because we do have a lot of shimmer and sparkle, so I don't recommend this particular look for during the day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your love and your support, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Mwah. So I already primed my face, and I skipped that step in the camera just because by now you guys should already know that I always prime my face before I apply makeup. And then to prime my eyelids, I am going in with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and then I'm going to set it with my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish Powder in Light. Now I'm taking the color Texture, which is a warm brown color with a little bit of shimmer, and I'm going to be applying this all over my crease with a Sigma E40 blending brush. And as always, you don't have to be precise with this step, you just want to pack it on the crease. Then I'm taking this NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Cottage Milk. This is just like the shade Milk. The only difference between Milk and Cottage Cheese is that this one actually has some sparkle and shimmer to it. And this will be perfect because since we are going to be working with a lot of glittery shadows, it's just going to make the shadows not only blend better, but actually adhere to that cream that we applied. And then I just blended it out with my finger. Now we're going to mix the color Dust and the color Buzz from the Naked 3 palette, and we're only going to be applying this to the outer half of our eyelid. So you want to make sure you just pack it on the outer half, and I am grabbing a tissue and placing it right under because these eyeshadows tend to fall a lot, and I did have to go back in a couple of times to intensify the color. So just pack it on the outer half. And then I'm taking the color Polyester Bride, which is a white shimmery eyeshadow, and then I took it with a flat shader brush and I applied some Fix Plus just so that the pigment sticks and so that the color is really intense and vibrant and very shiny. And I'm applying this right inside that inner corner of the eye. And then I went back in with that pink mixture and blended both colors in together. Now you want to take any gold eyeshadow and you want to pack this right in the outer corner of the eye, and then go back in with that pink and blend it together, and it's going to create a really pretty rose gold color. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but Polyester Bride is an eyeshadow by Urban Decay. So then I am taking the color this one is Embark by MAC, which is a really matte dark brown shadow, and I'm just going to be applying this to my outer corner really tightly. That's why I used my moisturizer to create a really tight outer V. And then I'm taking the color Red Brick with a Sigma E35 blending brush, and I'm just going to be applying this right on top of where we applied that texture, just to add something extra and a little bit of more color. And the reason why I chose a dark brown eyeshadow instead of black is because black can be a little too much for a wedding. So if I were you, I would just stick to dark browns. So then what I'm doing here is I gave myself a cat eye, and then I'm giving my top lashes a coat of mascara, and I'm using my Givenchy 4-in-1 mascara. And then for lashes, I'm using the Red Cherry Wispies, which is perfect for a bridal look because they're still very full but not too overpowering. For foundation, you want to make sure to use something that's full coverage and that has no SPF so that it photographs well. So the one that I am taking is my Nars Sheer Matte Foundation. I'm first going to be applying it with a brush, and I'm just going to be painting a very thin layer of this, and then I go back in and I paint a little bit more in the areas that I feel like need a little bit more coverage. And then to smooth everything out and give it that airbrush finish, that flawless finish, I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender and just make sure that I'm blending it and to get everything really smooth and really even. And then for even a more blended look, I went in with my Sigma F80 flat kabuki brush just to make sure that everything is blended and that we have no streaks. So for concealer, you can take the concealer of your choice. Make sure that you stick to something that's waterproof. That's why I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And like I did with my foundation, I am first going to be painting it on and then I'll blend it out later. And then I took my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and I applied this to the center of my face to highlight. And please excuse my eyelashes. The glue came off. The eyelash in the inner corner came off, so I had to go back in and re-glue it. So that's why it looks like a hot mess, but it did dry. So going back to the concealer, I took a beauty blender and I make sure to blend it out. And I really like the beauty blender for when I'm doing a bridal look because it just smooths it out really easily and it makes it look very airbrushed and very flawless. So then I went back in with that Sigma F80 and I just blended out the rest of the face except for the nose. For the nose, I took my finger because I felt like it blends better and it automatically gives the nose a very thin look. So to set the under eye concealer, you guys know that I love by my Ben 9 banana powder. So I'm just going to be applying that under my eyes and letting it set. And then to contour a little bit, I am taking my Chocolate Soleil bronzer, which is a perfect bronzer for a bridal look because it's matte, it's not orangey, it's very natural, and it's so easy to blend and work with. And then I applied it to my forehead, my chin area, and just pretty much around the whole entire perimeter of my face. Then I took my Sigma F35 tapered blending brush or tapered highlighting brush. I'm not really sure of the name. And I'm just using this to wipe off that banana powder and make it blend into my contour. Then I'm going to do my eyebrows. I have an eyebrow tutorial that I will leave listed down below. And I'm going to set my eyebrows with a clear brow gel just to make sure that we keep the shape throughout the entire night and that the brows don't move. And then to highlight my brow bone, I am taking MAC's color in blank type, but any white eyeshadow would do. Any matte white eyeshadow would be just fine. And then I'm taking a little bit more of that Embark and I'm applying it to my lower lash line. And then I took a pencil brush and I'm going to be smudging it with that texture color that we first applied. Now for blush, you want to use something that's really like under the peachy tone, but not too pink and not too orangey. And this one is one by Nars, which I will leave linked down below because it's actually in a palette and I forgot that I lost the insert inside, so I will leave it down below. Give your bottom lashes a coat of mascara. And then for lips, I am going to be applying my Kardashian Joystick in the shade Modern Mauve, which I love because it's a really pretty kind of pinky orangey tone. And then I'm going to top it off with my Honey Stick, also from the Kardashians, in the shade In the Flesh. And then for highlights, I am going to be using my Mary Luminizer and I'm applying it to the cheekbones. And once you have done that, your look is complete. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to tag me if you guys decide to recreate it. Congratulations to all the brides, and I hope that you have an amazing time at your wedding.